This question is on the topic of acids and bases, and the concept that is being tested is on the different types of oxides. Okay, so the question tells you that there are three oxides: oxide of L, oxide of M, and oxide of N. Alright, they are L, M, and N are all found in period 3 of the periodic table. Okay, and then they went on to show you the properties of the oxide. Okay, so if you look at the first one, oxide of L, it forms a salt with aqueous sodium hydroxide. What it means is that the oxide of L can react with sodium hydroxide. Alright, so for something to react with sodium hydroxide, it tells you that the oxide of L must be acidic. Okay, next we look at the oxide of M. They tell you that the oxide of M is soluble in hydrochloric acid but insoluble in aqueous sodium hydroxide. Now, when we say that an oxide is soluble in an acid, essentially it is reacting with the acid. Okay, so what it's saying is that the oxide of M can react with an acid, but it cannot react with an alkali. Okay, so that will tell us that the oxide of M must be a basic oxide. And lastly, when we look at the oxide of N, they say that it's soluble in both hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. So what it means is that it can react with both hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. That would make it an amphoteric oxide. Okay, now that we know the nature of the oxides, the question requires you to show the order of the three elements in the periodic table in decreasing proton number. So if you can recall, in a periodic table, okay, decreasing proton number for the elements in the same period means you are going from right to left. Okay, and then we need to recall the next thing is that metals, alright, metals which are found on the left of your periodic table, they tend to form basic oxides. Non-metals which are found on the right of your periodic table, they tend to form your acidic oxides. Okay, and your amphoteric oxides are mostly found in the middle. Alright, so that would allow us to arrange L, M, and N in order of decreasing proton number, meaning from right to left. That would mean that L is the one that has the largest proton number, followed by N, followed by M. So the answer is B.